Another day, another door.
I think we're going to dish some dirt on Brandon today as well.
Oh no. Oh no.
Stay tuned.
Who's behind the door?
Hey! How you doing?
All right, mate.
Hello, mate.
Nice to see you.
Nice to see you.
Nice to see you.
Take a seat. Make yourself at home.
Thank you.
We've got a Terry's chocolate orange Baileys.
I'll have one of them.
How you doing? You all right?
Very good. Thank you for
I
having me.
don't think you've got a choice between mince pie or Baileys. You're just going to get.
It was Bailey's or Bailey's.
You're just going to get given a. Thank you. Cheers, mate. Merry Christmas.
Sit-
I think we should sit, but it's up to you. Yeah. So, how's things with you? So, for those that don't know who you are, do you want to introduce yourself? Or
I can do.
Yeah. Let's go.
So I'm Louis Heathcote, and I'm a snooker player from Leicester.
Professional snooker player.
Snooker player. Yeah.
You're missing the best bit.
I know. I'll just play it down a little bit.
I've known you now for quite a while, haven't I?
Yeah, very long time.
Also, for those who don't know, this is one of Brandon's like day one friends. So how long have you known Brandon?
Middle to back end of primary school, probably. Looking around 20 years.
So
over 20 years.
You're literally our best mates. You've known each other for years. And
Yeah.
Louis had a brief stint of like helping us out, didn't you? Working on a few rides.
Yeah.
When you was, because I think a lot of people don't know this about snooker. Like, I don't know if it's changed, but when you was first trying, you was like practicing all the time. You was doing stuff. You was trying to make ends meet and fill in and picking up a few shifts with us.
Yeah.
Doing like bar work to try and get on in snooker. So like, how's that? Is it changed now? Like, what's the?
It's kind of very similar still.
Yeah.
Like, back then it was you have to put so much time and dedication into snooker.
Yeah.
But then you also need to live. And you want to, you're 15, 16, 17, you still want to go and do things. You got to get in more responsibilities as you get a bit older. So you've got to try and find something to fill them gaps whilst you're trying to pursue your dream or whatever it is. So, and also, you never know how you're going to get on at the snooker tournament. So you could be free the next day, but if you win, you could be still there. So it was hard because in my mind, it was always, I just want to do snooker. I just want to do snooker. And this is all like, I need to do this to get money, but I don't want to be here in that. I don't want to be at the bar work. I don't want to be doing it. All I want to do is snooker.
That's
so
your passion.
Yeah. So, but I think it keeps you like grounded, and I'll never underappreciate what I get to do now and play snooker every day. So
I suppose in some ways as well, have you got that like niggling voice of like, do I keep pursuing snooker? If it's not quite just all fitting together, or do you just go, you know what, I'll take that job? I suppose you've got that temptation of thinking, I could keep this money coming in, but like, almost like sabotaging your own dreams a little bit.
Yeah, definitely. And a lot of people go that way. They spend so many years pursuing the career and not making it, and then they've got nothing to fall back on, or they don't know what to do with themselves, and they feel very lost. I think when I turned professional, it was quite out of the blue. I was like 21. Yeah. And I was getting to a point in my life where it was like, how long do you give this a go? Yeah. So when I got on, I turned professional at 21. It was kind of quite a surprise. I wasn't doing a lot in the amateur game. So, you look back now and think, well, what if I didn't get on? Because there's not many chances. It's like once every year or twice a year you get a chance to turn professional. So, thankfully, I've managed to stay on the Pro Tour since then.
And you're flying all over the world, aren't you? Like, every time Brandon tells me you're in, like, China this week, or you're here, there, and everywhere. So how are you coping with that? Like, dashing about
this year's, it's been a bit of a learning curve, to be fair. Like, this year's been the busiest I've ever been. I think from, like, a stint of 3 months, I didn't spend more than a week at home at a time. So I was, like, getting home, washing my stuff, and going to Wigan, and then I was going to China, then I was going to Saudi. So it was a big learning curve, but it's all I've ever wanted. So.
Yeah, no, I'm really really pleased. You're really happy. I'm glad it's all working out, and you're doing well. We're very very proud of you that you've done well.
Thank you very much.
What's your proudest moment so far? What's kind of in your mind that you're like, oh yeah, that's like
I don't know. It's a tough question because I don't feel like I've done a lot in my career, as in, get to a final of a ranking event or anything like that. I can look and go, yeah, that was amazing. But I've had a good few wins, but I think there was a point where it was after my 4th year on tour, I fell off the tour and I had to go back to Q school. And then I managed to get my tour card back, but I was like 3-2 down and managed to win the next 2 to get my tour card back with my last chance. And if I hadn't have won that, I would have been 25, not on tour, with no kind of not knowing where I'm going. So that was a very big point in my life.
But nerve-wracking for you.
Yeah, it was like kind of like all or nothing because I had no backup plan of where I wanted to be or what I wanted to do other than snooker, and that was my last chance to then get back on the pro tour. So I think that's probably my biggest achievement at the minute. But obviously, I have a lot of ambitions going forward.
You've got to. You've always got to have the ambitions. Always got to have a goal or goals.
Yeah.
What advice would you give to anybody else? I mean, not necessarily just in snooker, but like, what have you? If you could go back, like, you know, to give yourself advice, like your younger self, what would it be? Or like, what tips have you kind of learnt to a formula for success, maybe?
I think I would say enjoyment. Just try and enjoy it as much as you can. There's times where I've gone to snooker tournaments and been so hard on myself, and it's been all or nothing, and it got to the point where I took the enjoyment out of it, especially on tour as well.
You're pushing yourself that hard, you're not enjoying it.
I think no matter what with snooker, like, you're never going to be happy if you don't win the tournament. You'll be like, yeah, it was a good week, but I didn't win. So. I think just enjoying the process of getting better and not putting too much pressure on yourself. And the reason I started playing snooker is because I loved it. It wasn't because of the money or I was just seeing people win tournaments and wanting to do that. So I think just remembering that, just to enjoy everything you do.
I think if you can apply that to most things, can't you? If you enjoy your work, enjoy your job, enjoy what your passion, it gets a lot easier. And it's hard to switch because your mindset is push, but then you can sometimes take the joy out of it.
I think as well, if you try and enjoy it more, then it will take all them pressures away because you're not thinking of anything else other than enjoying it. And I think you'll get more results when you do tend to enjoy the process and enjoy what you do. And it's like you're doing something you love. And
definitely.
I think that helps with work if you can find something that you love and have a passion. With anything you do, it doesn't have to be work or anything in life, then.
So you and Brandon grew up together. You're both doing completely different things. Like, how do you feel about? Obviously, he's here managing a fun fair, and you're a professional snooker player. You couldn't really pick two more opposite things, could you?
No, you couldn't. But do you know what? I'm so proud of Bran. Like, he's genuinely one of the most hardworking people I've ever met. Growing up, it was like he'd missing probably his birthdays, other people's birthdays, because he was trying to pursue his career. And it's no different to me, working hard and doing that. But
he's passionate, isn't he?
Yeah, very passionate. You know that. I'm lucky I get to be his mate, but you've got to work with him, so that's probably difficult. But I actually do owe a lot to Brandon because a few months before I turned professional, he kind of helped me. Like, he was like, right, you kind of letting yourself go.
Did he give you a kick up the arse?
He did, he sort of dragged me out of a little rut I was in, because I was finding it difficult with, work and snooker and not being where I want to be, and I was quite unhealthy at the time. And Brandon sort of said, like, right, this is it. I was more of a
2 feet
grabbed by the scruff of the neck and said, you're coming with me. And he dragged me to the gym. This was in the January. And, he dragged me there every day, picked me up. Sometimes he was banging on the door whilst I was in bed. He's like, you come in. I was like, Brandon, I'm making. He's like, I don't care. Nearly got me there. He said, you come in, and, that was in the January. And then in the May, I turned professional. And I genuinely think it was down to Brandon. So I owe a lot.
We all need a Brandon round us. He's very...
small doses.
It's all right for you. You can step away. I've got him every day.
100%. That was the best thing that ever happened to me, and I owe that to Bran.
Yeah,
Bran,
but
love you, mate.
Any dirt you can dish on him while you're here? Any
Not
stories? Any stories to tell me after then?
I'll tell you after.
I've got a few we could probably swap.
You've got to take the rough and the smooth with Brandon.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. Do you feel a bit of a sense of like you're flying the flag for Leicester a little bit?
I think at the minute it's tough because, I'm not like a top 8-10 player in the world.
Yeah.
So I'm probably not very known as much. As snooker's a very niche sport. So I think at the minute I probably don't see myself as that, but hopefully, in the long run, and I build up the rankings and I can get into that top.
I'm sure you will.
Top 8, 10, 16. Sure, then I'd love to be looked at as an ambassador for Leicester and do what I can to help out the city and everyone involved.
I think you're already having a good crack at it myself.
I'm trying my best.
Well, yeah.
Plans for Christmas? What, Christmas Day?
Yeah, just
in general.
Yeah, just in general.
I've got one tournament left, and then I'm done until the new year. So it will be queue away, food out, beers out. You'll probably, if you need me, I'll be in a pub somewhere. Hopefully see you and have
I'm sure we'll have a little get together at some point.
Yeah, when you're not all working, know how hard you all work here.
I know we do get Christmas Day off. Thank you for coming in. Merry Christmas.
Yeah. So we can see these off, shall we?
I think I've not even touched mine. Merry Christmas, mate.
Merry
Christmas.
Christmas. Nice to see you.